Alright guys, so we're out here today. I'll give you a little update on it. I hadn't done much updates in a while now. I've been busy with other stuff, too much stuff in life going on. But I had this on a while back, took it back off, and had to make a few changes. But got it in, got it bolted up. Shedded a few more pounds out of it today. And some of the weight we got out there, I took the wiring harness out of the dash, pulled all that clobbered mess out, and got all the interior stuff out of it. Looks a lot cleaner, I must say, especially on the other side. I'll go around there and give you a video of that in just a second, if I can get my hands out of the way. But looking much better. I do got this dash pad. I hope y'all can hear me over this fan. But I want to try to put it back in. Hopefully, I know it's still pretty heavy. Maybe I can shed a few pounds off the back of it. But I need to get this back in for the class I typically want to try to run in most places once you have it stopped dash. Actual dash back in. May look for something a little better. As you can tell, this one has seen the Alabama sun a lot. But yeah, go around and give you a view of the other side. Makes it a lot more roomier in there without that dash, and you can kind of see all the junk I pulled out. Not gonna lie, I bet this matting weighs just as much as all the dash, like heater box and speakers I pulled out. That mat stuff is heavy. But from over here you can really see, really cleaned up in here. Got it all out. And I mean, these wires are coming off steering column. I'm gonna run the factory steering column. And I'm not gonna put a straight column in it right now anyway. So just gonna leave all that in there for the moment, and work on getting this dash gutted out, save as much weight as I can, so get it back in there. I did save these little speaker covers, little speakers at the back side. So y'all have to excuse me. But get these put back in there maybe after dash. Not the dash, after the cage gets in, make it, drill a hole in it and slip them over the top. Cover up the hole. And yeah, a few things going in time. It's hopefully it'll be worthwhile. I'm ready to get this thing rolling. I had to take a couple months off, do some other stuff around here. Had too many other projects of other people's here. But yep, got the headers finished up, and I got the front end lightened up as much as I could. One other thing I did go back and do, I know in one of my other previous videos of the two, I had cut out the bottom right here, and I ended up going back in and put a piece of square tubing on top of it. I was going to do round, but I didn't like the way it was turning out. Working for me, so I put square in it to give it a little more strength. But what I got noticing was these frame rails was flexing after I cut it out and lowered it down right there, trying to keep something lower than the oil pan or as low as the oil pan. Yeah, so I got that back in, got this bar in the front, I believe it's pretty strong to slam down, and got the radiator, get it out pretty good. Said a couple pounds maybe. Only other thing I got left I'm probably going to end up doing is I'm probably going to end up coming in here and gutting out these fenders eventually, taking most of it out, because I want to run I want to put turbo mounted right here and then running my pipes over and down and out. So we'll see how that goes. Looks like I'll be able to make a little room. I think that's what I'm going to work on today. I'm going to try to get in here and figure out what's got to be notched out or knocked in. Got to do a little hammer work, we'll get it figured out. But yep, that's what we got going on so far. All right, got the bed off, and we're gonna get these frame rails cleaned up some here, and I'm gonna get ready to cut the bed a couple places. I'm gonna run my bars through the back of the cab somewhere running here on both sides, and I'm gonna come down off the bed to the top of the frame rail right here, one on each side, off of my cage once I get it in, to kind of help stiffen up the chassis, get the roll out of it, maybe, hopefully. And I mean, with that, also I'm going to put a X in the frame and hopefully take some more roll out of it. These S10s, every one I've ever seen, they always roll real bad, kind of like a G-body, but S10. And I'm hoping that's going to take some more of the roll out of it, or get rid of it all, because between that X down there and putting these two bars back, I think I'm going to put an X across them two bars as well, and then I'll be tied into the cage, X on the back of the cab, coming off the bar it's tied into. So hopefully that'll get all that strengthened up pretty good. And while I got this off, like I said, I'm gonna get it cleaned up, painted, get everything good. I'm gonna go ahead and add a brace in here. What I was looking at a while ago is these nuts on the back side, or have light washers for the bumper. And I want to leave the rear bumper on it for now anyway, for weight. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in here on these nuts and take the light washers off, clean all that up real good, and I'm gonna put the bolt back in with just a nut. And then I am going to weld those onto the frame. I think it's 3 of them total. And the reason I do that is because I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to come in here across the back, which is zoomed back out. I'm going to come across the back with a tube to add some weight and strengthen it, because one of my reasons is I am going to end up taking this cross member out here, and I'm gonna do away with the spare tire thing too. Actually got another project on a trailer for that. I may record and put it on just to show everybody what I plan on doing with that for my spare. I'm gonna use that on my car hauler for my spare, because I want to get the spare up under the bottom and out of the way on the sides, because I had it on the sides and this is always in the way. So I'm gonna do away with that, and I'm gonna use this spare tire rack off here actually to put it on that and get it out of the way. I think it'll be a good use for it, and get it off here. But then my other plan, like I was talking about for this, is I'm gonna put the bar across the back, and then I'm gonna add a couple different bars in here to drop down. And mainly that is gonna be because I plan on putting I was gonna put radiator up front. I had bought, which I don't know what I did with it now. I think I moved it. There it is. I bought one of the Honda Civic radiators off Amazon, and I was planning on mounting it up front here with these 2 holes and a couple of pieces of weather stripping to kind of keep it off the bottom. And I was gonna mount it here and come across the top and mount it, and it be in the middle of the radiator, be short, but that thing weighs about 10 pounds steel. I mean, that's fan and radiator. Plus, I'm in a gallon of water, it'd be 20 pounds. And my thinking is, it's still gonna be a little small. I'm not sure if it's gonna cool it, because I'm still on the edge of, I mean, E85 or methanol. I really want to go to methanol. I feel like there's way more advantages in methanol. Plus, I don't want to have to fool with an intercooler, more or less weight. But, like I say, it's all still up in the air now. I need to get some more parts in before I start mounting stuff. But what I plan on doing is go ahead and get the cage in. I may end up, and I may end up taking some of this stuff back out I originally put in. This hoop will probably stay. I got a bar in the front. I may cut it out. Undecided. I want to leave that in, strengthen the frame. I feel like, I hope not, but I feel like I may get a few good wheelies out of it, figuring it out. So until I get that under control and I get a little more invested and serious with the EFI and figure it out, I may leave those in, strengthen it up. But if I do that and I put that, I may move the turbos over. I could use that to mount off of or whatever. If I don't try to put the turbos back. I thought about putting them back, get a little more weight to the back, and that's my reason I want to put the radiator in the back. Because I'm thinking, even if that's 20 pounds up front, no prep stuff, most of the back end of the track, I mean, that's less weight I got to add to the rear, plus that weight is already on the rear of the truck. Originally, I didn't think it was going to be that big a deal, but now I'm kind of like, I done gutted the dash out. I pulled all this stuff out of the dash, and I probably gained or saved 20-25 pounds doing that. I mean, it's just speakers and box and the matting in the floor probably weighed as much as all this plastic stuff I pulled out over here. The matting is really heavy in this truck for some reason. I mean, it might have been wet at one time, or it still be. It didn't feel wet, but anyway, that's the plan for now. But yeah, I just want to give a little update on this. I had the cab off last weekend, got the frame cleaned up under it and painted, and so I will try to get the back half of this cleaned up and painted this weekend, and then that way when I am going to go in and add some plating in right here where my cage is going to tie in to strengthen that up a little bit, and then do my fab work I want to do back here on the back. That's probably just going to be a 2-inch piece of square stock tubing I'll put back here just to give something for the radiator mount on, and then when I get ready to mount the rear of the radiator, I'll put me some brackets down and drop it, because I'm going to pitch it. I mean, if you're looking at the truck, you know, frame level, I'll probably pitch it down a little bit, let it blow out the back. That way if it smokes, and, you know, spinning tire or whatever, you know, it'll blow smoke on out the back instead of forward or straight down, and try to keep some of the bubbles out of the cooling system. But yep, that's a little update for now. Only thing I can really think of is that this rear end in here is coming out. This was going to be a cheap budget bracket build to start with, and this is just actually 8.5 I narrowed down. I had out of another project, and it's a 433 gear mini spool, and I narrowed it down and actually put the 28 spline S10 axles in here, and it worked out good, but it still got C-clips, and I don't want that. And I got that 8.8 I'm gonna narrow it down and put in here with 9-inch ends on it now, so it'll be a little more cost effective than a 9-inch right now. But yeah, that is the plan so far. Done a little work on my heads. I'm going to go back and show that. It's not the prettiest in the world, but it'll work. I think it'll make it flow a little more air, make a little more power than just a stock LS head, so that'll be good. Every day, a little more progress. I'm ready to see this thing build. I've been watching, been a lot of no prep going on, a lot of videos. It's getting me pumped back up to get out here. And plus, I got some of my previous projects I've been working on for other people side by side. 4-wheelers, I got them out of the way. I still got 2 left. One I have a little problem with over now. Spit an oil seal out. I got to get it fixed. I got to get a new belt for it. And then this one right here is getting a, barely see it. It's got a brand new motor waiting over to put in it, but I got a few parts ordered, so when they get in, then I'll take it out and get ready to put it back in and all that good stuff. But so far, so good with S10. It's coming along slowly. I mean, I made a few changes already, backing up, sort of, but it's all for the better. It'll work out. Anyway, y'all stay tuned and keep watching.